Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming in My Way. In this session, we are going to discuss what is abstract class in Java. So in last session, we have discussed interfaces in Java. So these two concepts are used to achieve abstraction in Java. So you know that abstraction is very important feature of object-oriented programming. Now what is mean by abstraction? We already discussed that, just I will revise that. Abstraction is a important feature of object-oriented programming in which we are hiding the implementation details and we are presenting the essential details to the user. In other words, we are hiding the internal details and we are only exposing the external details to the user. So that is nothing but abstraction. So in Java, there are two ways to achieve this abstraction. First one is interface, and this interface concept is used to achieve full abstraction, whereas the second concept, that is abstract class in Java, which is used to achieve the abstraction, but this abstraction is partial abstraction. Why? Because see, interface contains only abstract methods. Abstract method means what? The methods without body. Getting? So methods have only signatures in interfaces. So we are hiding the definition of those methods. Getting? We are only having the method signature in interface. But in case of abstract class, we can have abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods. Also we can have static methods in abstract class. So we can achieve 0 to 100% abstraction with the help of this one abstract class. So that's why I'm saying that we are achieving the partial abstraction with the help of abstract class. So let us see the example so that you will get idea how to achieve this abstraction with the help of abstract class. So let us see the Java program for same. Now abstract class contains the abstract keyword. So I am creating one abstract class animal. So I am taking one abstract class named animal. Okay, and in this abstract class I am taking one abstract method bark. Getting? So abstract class can contain abstract methods as well as non-abstract method. So non-abstract methods means method with body. So I am taking one method here, run. Getting? So see, there are two methods present in this animal abstract class. First one is bark, which is abstract method because it has only signature, and second I am taking run method, that is non-abstract method because its a body is present and this is not allowed in interface. And see, I am simply adding some message, dog is or it is running. Okay, and after this I am taking the main class abstract demo, and then there is a main method in this abstract demo class. I am calling abstract demo as main class because main method is defined in this class. Then string args. Okay, now see, this animal class is an abstract class. So see, there is an abstract keyword added here, and this abstract demo is normal class. Getting? This is not abstract class. Now what you can do, one more thing is there, you can't create the object of interface as well as abstract class. So we cannot instantiate abstract class. So we can't create the object of this animal class. Getting? Then how to execute this run method? So see, we can execute this bark method. Now see, this bark method has signature only present. It's a signature present in this animal. So you should implement this bark method in a class who is extending this animal abstract class. Okay, so animal class, that is abstract class, can be extended. So I am creating one more class, dog, getting, and I'm extending animal class here. So see, dog is extending animal class. So all the feature of this animal class can be acquired by dog class. Now see, the implementation of this bark method will be present here. Getting, the implementation of this bark method will be present here. So as a part of implementation, I'm simply printing the static message, that is barking. Okay, so bark method is an abstract method whose declaration is present in abstract class and whose definition is present in dog class because it is extending animal class. Now run method is already defined. Now this is main class, abstract class. Now how to, first we'll see how to call bark method. So see, where bark method is defined in dog class, so we can create object of dog class. So dog equal to new dog, and by using dog object we can call bark method. Okay, now how to execute run method, as run method is defined in animal class. We can't instantiate animal class because it is abstract class. So dog is already extending the animal class, so this method can be acquired by dog class. So we can again call run method by dog object, because there is an inheritance. Dog can acquire all the properties of animal, getting. But see, abstract class, as I already said, abstract class is used to achieve the partial abstraction. So see, in interface only abstract methods are allowed. Here abstract method, bark is abstract method and run method is non-abstract method. Also final methods are allowed in animal and static methods are also allowed. In case of interface, only methods are abstract one, public abstract, getting. We can't add non-abstract methods, final, static methods in interface, but in animal we can add, getting. So this is the simple concept of abstract class. So let us compile this program. So see, again I have taken one abstract class animal, getting, as I have defined that class with the help of abstract keyword. So animal is abstract class, and abstract class can contain abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods. We can also take static methods, we can also take final methods. So bark method is a abstract method. Why it is abstract method? Because it do not have definition here. Bark definition is not present, it has only signature. Run method is non-abstract, getting. So non-abstract method means what? Method with body. Then I have taken one normal class dog who is extending abstract class animal. Okay, as bark method, okay, bark method declaration is present or the signature is present in animal class. Okay, so I am providing its implementation in dog class because dog is extending animal class. Okay, in case of interface, getting, there is a implements keyword here. Animal class and dog class both are classes, they are classes, that's why extends keyword should be there. In case of class and interface, there is a implements keyword, getting. So the class who is implementing interface, so that class can provide the implementation of method which is declared in interface. But here the class who is extending the abstract class, so that class can provide the definition of that class. So I'm providing definition here or implementation here in dog class, and then this is main class. And see, now as I already mentioned that we can't instantiate abstract class, so we can't create the object of this animal. So how to call run method? So you can create the object of dog and you can, this one, you can call those methods. So let us see the first out. Okay, and then run. See, I have created here object of dog class. Okay, now as I can create object of dog class because it is a normal class. Then d dot bark. Now see, I'm calling the bark method, which is abstract method for animal, getting, and whose implementation is provided by dog class, and dog is extending animal class, so I can call this bark method. But see, this is abstract method here, getting, and then d dot run, so I can also call run method, which is a non-abstract method, getting. Now how I'm calling this run method, because it is a non-abstract method and it is defined in animal class, who is abstract class, but dog is extending that, because you know that the class who is extending another class can acquire all the properties of superclass. So here the same thing, dog is a child class and animal is a what we can say parent class, so dog can acquire all the properties of animal class. That's why we can also execute run method. Okay, so we got barking and running. Okay, so this is abstract class. Now one more thing, abstract class can also have the constructor, getting. Okay, so now we'll see which are the differences between interfaces and abstract class. So see, the first difference is straightforward, we already discussed that. Key interface is used for achieving the full abstraction, getting 100% abstraction. Why it is achieving the full abstraction? Because interface has only abstract methods, that means their implementation is hidden from user, only we are presenting their declaration, getting, we are only presenting the essential details to the user. So interface is having only method signatures, and the class which are implementing those interfaces, they are providing the implementation. So that's why interface, they are used for achieving the full abstraction, whereas abstract class is used to achieve the partial abstraction, because abstract class can have abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods. Static methods are also we can add, and we can also add final methods. Next difference, we don't have the constructor for interface, getting, but as abstract class is a class, we can have the constructor, or constructor is allowed, getting, constructor is allowed. Next, you know that by using class we can't achieve the multiple inheritance in Java. So by using abstract class we can't achieve the multiple inheritance, but by using interface we can achieve, getting. So one class cannot extend multiple classes, that is not allowed. Okay, so same thing is there for abstract class. One abstract class cannot extend multiple classes, but in case of interface, one interface can extend multiple interfaces. One interface can extend multiple interfaces. And second thing, one class can implement multiple interfaces. So in both ways we can achieve the this one, multiple inheritance using interface. Next difference is we can't instantiate. Actually that is not difference, it is similarity. We can't instantiate interface as well as we can't instantiate abstract class. Next, abstract class can implement interface. Abstract class, there is a relationship, class and interface, there is a implements relationship. Okay, abstract class can implement interface. Interface can extend another interface. Interface can extend another interface, so there is a extend relationship. Next difference, abstract class can have private, protected, public fields. That means we can declare variables of type public, protected, private. But in interface, all the fields should be public. All the fields should be public, static and final. Getting? So we can't take private and protected fields in interface. In abstract class, we can take static, non-static, final, non-final fields. But in interface, all the fields should be static and final only, public, static, final. Okay, in abstract class we can have static methods, non-static method, then abstract methods, final methods, non-abstract method, but in interface only abstract methods are allowed. So these are the differences you can remember. This is very important interview question. Getting? So there is a chance to ask this question during interview. Okay, so this is difference between abstract class and interface. Okay, so you can remember, so to achieve the abstraction in Java, you have two concepts, interface and abstract class. Okay, so that's all from my side. If you like my video, then please like, share and comment to my YouTube channel Programming in My Way. Thank you.